Russian forces in Crimea have been focused with the aid of a sparkling drone strike. The Russian-appointed regional leader stated, "A Ukrainian drone targeting Russia's Black Sea Fleet in the town of Sevastopol was shot down on Saturday." It follows a string of attacks on Russian forces and installations in the annexed peninsula this month. Meanwhile, Ukraine's president has welcomed a deal allowing UN inspectors to go to the Russian-held Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant. In addition, early on Saturday, a video confirmed smoke rising from the area in Sevastopol, the place Russia's Black Sea Fleet is based. The BBC News has now not been capable to independently affirm the footage. The Russian-installed governor, Mikhail Razvoriev, performed down the seriousness of the incident. He stated, "The fleet's air defenses had been activated and the Ukrainian drone destroyed. It fell on the roof of the headquarters." He said, "There was once no great injury and no one was hurt." Later on Saturday, Mr. Razvoriev stated, "Anti-aircraft systems had once more been in operation in Sevastopol." However, gave no details. Several drone attacks have been stated in Crimea in latest days, along with one on an airbase near Sevastopol on Thursday and every other on the harbor on Friday. Earlier in the month, 9 Russian jets were destroyed in an attack on the Russian Navy base at Saki, on Crimea's western coast. Footage on social media at the time confirmed crowds of Russian tourists fleeing a close-by resort. Crimea used to be invaded and annexed by means of Russia in 2014, and Ukraine has vowed to retake it. However, the Kyiv government has no longer demonstrated or denied involvement in the latest attacks. Moscow has blamed sabotage for some of them, indicating some kind of exceptional navy operation, possibly with the aid of Ukrainian forces, or those loyal to Kyiv. Western officers say these incidents are having a most important operational and psychological effect on Russian forces. In any other development, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the protection of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant ought to begin to be restored with a go-to of international inspectors. He was talking after Russia's Vladimir Putin stated Moscow would grant UN inspectors get entry to the facility north of Crimea. The Kremlin and Kyiv have blamed every different for shelling the plant over the past week, raising fears of a nuclear catastrophe. Meanwhile, Russia has pressed on with its tactic of in a single day shelling of cities, targeting Kharkiv, Dnipro and Mykolaiv, among others. And the Russian-installed mayor of Mariupol reportedly survived an assassination attempt. A Russian Nation TV reporter said the mayor, Konstantin Ivashchenko, was in a vehicle when an explosive machine went off at the entrance to the city's zoo. Also on Saturday, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres held a press convention in Turkey after any other 2 grain ships left Ukraine. He said he had been deeply moved watching a ship carrying grain heading to the Horn of Africa, and that such deliveries supplied urgently needed relief for those struggling from acute hunger. The safe passage of the vessels has been enabled through UN-brokered offers with Turkey, Russia and Ukraine last month. Mr. Guterres introduced that enabling the transport of meals and fertilizer from Russia is additionally critical as the value of residing crisis deepens.